Hey guys, Richard here. So I'm gonna make a video of me working on this Truxus Explorer again because I'm still trying to fix the throttle. Yeah, still having some trouble with it. I mean, not no trouble with it, just trying to upgrade it. If you missed my earlier video, I'm trying to change out the thumb throttle over here and make it a twist throttle over here. And I discovered that even though this has the paddle shifters, or I call them finger shifters, I can still install a twist throttle over here and it's going to work just fine. Problem is, again, if you didn't see the earlier video, a lot of the throttles come with a couple different configurations. Here's what I learned. And you would think that if it's a 3-pin, you just buy a throttle that has the same 3-pin connection and plug it in and it works, but it doesn't, because some throttles, I guess, have a different pin configuration, meaning each pin, they're moved around. One is for speed, and the other two are actually for battery, one positive, one negative. But for some reason, on some bikes, those pins are reversed. And I'm having a really hard time finding a throttle that matches this setup right here. I've actually purchased 3. Okay, purchased 3, tried them, and they don't work. And so, starting to beat my head up against the wall a little bit. But I will tell you, my new friend Gary, over at, what's his channel? Gary's DIY Adventures. We've been communicating offline quite a bit, and he's been helping me out. And he suggested that I try a couple other throttles. In particular, he said, try one from your electric trike, and then if it works, he said, I've got a spare one and I'll send it to you. And that was very kind of him to be willing to do that. But here's what I learned. Yes, this one does work. And, so, I mean, that's great. So now we know that the throttle that comes with the electric trike is a throttle that will work on the Truxus. Oh, look, here comes FedEx. So let's just plug this in here. So we're going to plug this throttle into that side. Oh, am I close enough? Oh, I might have to... That basket's in the way. It worked the other day. Alright, so let's twist this around, make sure they connect. Yeah, so now it's connected. So now, because the power is going to come from the Truxus over here. But we will power up the Truxus now. And if you didn't see my previous video, what would happen at this point when I was trying some of these other throttles? As soon as I hit it, the bike wanted to take off, but then it wouldn't stop. And I had to hold the bike back until I got it shut off because it just wanted to keep on going. It wouldn't stop. So I hope that's not going to be the case. But we're going to use the throttle over here on the trike. Give it just a little bit of juice. And, oh man, see, my wiring is so short I can't demonstrate to you guys. But the point is, the throttle works. A little bit of throttle, it wants to go. I release the throttle, the bike stops. A little bit of throttle, it wants to go. Release it, it stops. So I know this throttle, twist throttle, works for this bike. So that's good news. So I appreciate Gary for pointing that out to me and having me try it. Here's something else I noticed. On the trike, I don't think it matters. I mean, I've seen throttles that have this really orange color right here, and I've seen some that were more yellow. I don't know if that's any indicator of the pin configuration. Sometimes wires come in different colors because it's for different things, and you know what I'm talking about. Hey, look, guys, I'm not a big mechanic here. I'm not a smart guy. I'm just trying to figure things out. So I know that throttle works. So I decided, hey, great. I'll just go out on the electric website and maybe purchase a spare throttle and get it from them. I'm hung up over here. Look at this. Yeah, well, no, you're not going to do that because they don't sell them. And here's something else I learned recently about electric. They don't sell many spare parts at all for their stuff, so you got to be real careful. There was someone else recently that contacted me about electric, and they said, what was wrong with it? There was something wrong with their electric, and they needed to buy a spare part, and they contacted electric, and electric says, yeah, we don't sell that. They offer it under warranty. If it was a warranty issue, then they would, contact the manufacturer, get the part, send it to you. But as far as just being able to purchase it outright, no, sorry, they won't do that. So the person was just completely out of luck. I can't remember what part it was though. What part was it? Oh, I know what it was. I don't remember who the viewer was, so he's probably here. Hopefully he watches this video and he'll identify himself. But he has to take the back wheels off his trike in order to haul it. I think it was in his RV that he was hauling it. And the back wheels was just a little bit of a problem because they extend out just a little bit, and it was just a little bit too long. And they're easy. It's just one bolt that you unscrew on the axle and the whole wheel assembly comes off. So it's nice and simple, and so that's how he's been hauling this, so he gets it around. But he lost the what's it called? Not the cotter pin. It's the little pin that is attached to the axle. Okay, and it makes everything kind of lock in. Anyway, it's on the axle and it's just loosely laying there, and he lost it and he couldn't find it. And so he was trying to contact electric about maybe getting that, and they wouldn't help him. And I don't know. I heard somebody else tell me too that they were trying to get a spare part for something, and electric just says, nope, sorry, we don't offer that. So that stinks. So back to the throttle here. I want to upgrade this throttle, and I'm going to ask Emma, because Emma is the proud owner of the Truxus Lynx, and I think she likes the twist throttle better also. So I'm going to replace both of them once we find a throttle, and I haven't been able to find one other than this one. But electric doesn't sell them. Now Gary, over at Gary's DIY Adventures, he did say, hey Richard, no problem, I'll send you the spare one I have. And that's great, that fixes the problem for me, and I appreciate that. But I want to find a solution for all of you guys, right? Because sooner or later somebody's going to bump into, they want to swap their throttle, and they go out on Amazon and eBay and those places, and they find out these throttles don't work, and it's because they have this abnormal pin configuration, and now they're going to be stuck too. So I really want to find a solution. What I haven't checked yet is I haven't checked Addmotor, because Addmotor has a twist throttle. So what I could do is I could pull this out and connect it to see if that works, and then see if Addmotor sells throttles, because they do sell some spare parts. So that might be an option, but this is already broke, and I really don't want to be monkeying with anything until I get this fixed. I got to replace the controller, so I want to make sure, yeah, don't want to mess with that one just yet. Mach Wheel, not my favorite brand by any means. This is Amanda's bike currently, most likely. Yeah, you've heard it if you've been on this channel before. Most likely, Amanda's going to end up with the red Truxus. Yep, she's really liking it. And if we decide to go ahead and she takes that one, then here's the deal, guys. If Amanda goes ahead and takes ownership of this one, I'm okay with that. Because currently she doesn't have a place to store it, so it's going to remain stored in my garage, so it's going to remain available for me to use and enjoy when she's not riding it. So I'm okay with that. So if she wants to take ownership of that one, she can. And at some point, if she has storage space where she can take it over to her place, then that'll be fine too, I guess. But getting back over here to the Scoria, we'll be selling the Scoria if that does take place. But my question is, by chance, does this throttle work? And it might. So, before going through all this, what I should do is just jump out there on the Mach Wheel website to even see if a throttle is available for sale. I have the feeling it's not. I have the feeling it won't be. But it's kind of nice to know if this works. All right. What am I doing here? Well, that's a bummer. I did see this on Amazon too. This is the female end of the plug that I need, and the throttle end over here is also a female end. Why would they do that? So it's the male end of the plug that runs down to the controller. and over here it's the female end that runs down the controller. So even that's not standard from bike to bike. And I did see that on Amazon when I was shopping. I noticed that some of the throttles came with male and some of them came with female ends. So mock wheel is out. That's not going to help us at all. If I'd noticed that a minute ago, I wouldn't have gone through all this trouble. So we will put mock wheel back together. So now we know mock wheel's not going to work for us. I don't have anything else other than the Addmotor. Even the Torrent has a thumb throttle, kind of unique one. Alright guys, so we're still back to square one, which is trying to find a throttle that works with the Truxus. I'm going to leave this unwrapped. I might find another one I can monkey with and try it, so I'm not going to wrap that up yet. Alright. Well, I was hopeful. I was hopeful, and I wanted to be able to show you, hey, I found a solution maybe. Nope, not happening. So here's the takeaway. Just be aware, if you want to upgrade your throttle, there's really no way to know which throttle you need if you're going to have the problem that I'm running into, or if one of these standard throttles that you can find on eBay and Amazon, if they're going to work for you. So it's just going to be a trial and error, I guess. Some of the throttles on Amazon, they do have a little picture diagram, and they tell you what each pin is for. And most of them are, like I said, they're all the same. There's a couple of throttles that I purchased that didn't have a diagram, so it didn't explain what the pin configuration was. So I thought, okay, I'm going to grab those, since they don't tell us anyway. Maybe I'll get lucky. I didn't get lucky. But other than that, there's no way to know which pin configuration you need. You just got to start trying some. So thank goodness Amazon Prime allows you to return stuff for free, and that's what I'll do. Let's see. Hey, remember to go check out Gary's DIY Adventures. Go check out his channel. He's new. He can use some love and support over there. Checked out his videos, and he's got some good videos. He's knowledgeable. He's got some good information to share. So jump over there right now before you forget. And, well, here, I'm just going to leave the link right here.